Can you guys hear me? Ah, you can hear me. Fantastic. This doesn't have anything to show my audio is working, so. Let's see if we can add some music. How you guys doing? Please like the live. I'm gonna bring my moderator in here. What's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Let's go to the live scene. Are you looking at it?
I'm looking at the screen, yes.
Awesome. How's everyone doing today?
I do not see you yet.
You don't.
So, it takes a few seconds for because it's behind. And here it is.
Everything working?
Yep.
I need to. Yeah, right there. All right. Get off the screen. How's your day going?
It's going all right.
Awesome. Did you get your dog thing done?
Yes, she had been groomed and she is sleeping now.
Is she exhausted?
Yes, she hates the groomers and it wears her out.
Oh, man.
He's on YouTube now. You can see him.
All right, everyone, we'll get started. I've been working on this layout and stuff for a while, so I haven't had much of a chance. Beautiful day outside, where I live anyway. Gorgeous spring day.
It's nice out. It's warm, but it's cloudy.
Did you sleep?
No. No, I did not. No, I woke every like 10 minutes and I was like, is it time to get up yet? No, it's not time. Just sleep. You have an alarm set. But no.
Right? Oh, man. So Republicans are freaking out about gas prices. I was tagged in like 4 videos today. What's going on with gas prices? I thought they were dropping.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you asking me? I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's so funny.
Huh?
That is so funny.
It
That
is.
is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Hi, everyone on YouTube. Dying Breed, Randy, Raymond, Lorianne, Susan. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this afternoon. I'm trying new software and stuff out. That's why this looks different. This is a Streamlabs software, and the goal eventually is to have Jill to be able to speak here on YouTube so you people can hear her very well, and also stream to multiple platforms at one time, which we could do right now, but then Jill wouldn't be able to talk and stuff. So I don't think I can. I don't know if I could work that out. So
Yeah, I need a microphone. That's what I would need. And I do not have one.
like I would have to like maybe turn on the live on my phone and figure out how to get you up in the live. Another thing I'm dealing with is the two-factor authentication. So when I stream on multiple platforms on this with this software, it signs me out of everything I'm signed into on other devices. And I have to go through multiple verification processes to sign back in on this device. Like it's a cluster. It really is.
Wow.
I got knocked out of my YouTube or TikTok account last night for about 30 minutes. I couldn't get back in it on my phone. It just kept giving me an error. So anyway, we'll get all that figured out. Yeah, I know a kid I'm going to bring in to set up a bunch of templates for the screens and stuff, and just so it's set it up where I can plug and play and go, and I don't have to deal with this crap. But I have thousands of these layouts. This is really kind of meant for gaming, but you can also use it for broadcasting. So, and with this software, I can bring up to 5 people into the YouTube live, and that's going to be cool when I get that set up. So.
And let me add too that most gaming computers today are also broadcasting, meant for broadcasting. So it's usually pretty easy setup. Mine is meant for that as well, both. So I have the place for the microphone. I have the place for the headset. I have the place. I have all the that I need. I just don't own the equipment.
Well, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. If anybody has any questions about anything, please just go ahead and ask. I don't have news for today because I've been working all of this. So this is kind of a test run with this software and stuff. So, and of course I don't have my glasses on. I slept so well last night. Because I love the subscriber thing on my computer. I love that. You see that? So over there, I can finally see the count of how many people are in there. You see the little YouTube logo over there, Jill? Right here. If I can make that larger. See that? See that 47?
Oh, you are able to finally see.
Yeah.
I see it.
And then over here in this box right here, every time someone subscribes to my channel, this pops up. And it plays a bunch of weird music whenever someone subscribes. It's like dun 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 dun, like all this. I turned that volume down on that so y'all wouldn't have to hear that every time. So every time you see something pop up right here, that's a new subscriber, and also their name will appear right here in this top bar. But I've got thousands of these layouts. And I have here is intermission screen. This is what's called a chatting screen. This is ending scene screen. You guys already saw the starting screen and the live screen. So it's cool. Once I figure out how to use this software, it's going to look really cool. I've got about 8 different templates set up with different looks for everything. So it's cool. They don't have an oil and gas thing though. They don't have anything for oil and gas. Who is Jilly? Jilly is my moderator. And she handles her business. That's what she does. Got to have a moderator.
Right now, I am sharing the live on my other social medias. Just like I always do.
So it looks a little, it's not very well put together right now, but it's going to look really good when I get done with all this. A little more professional. So I started with the website and I quit to do this. I was like, fuck the website. I'm going to do something else. Hello from Thailand. How are you? Thank you for the gifts. Thank you guys so much. Is it really you that has been messaging me about cryptocurrency? No, that's not me, bro. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about cryptocurrency.
Okay, so this count and Mr. Global 2.0 is his only accounts on here. Any other account is fake, block them.
Are you still anticipating a really high heating and cooling cost? Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to get worse. I made some content about this yesterday. It's gonna get worse. Ooh, see, super chat popped up. Thank you so much, Raymond. Thank you so much. Tip for Jill for hurting the cats. There you go, Jill. But yeah, utility bills are going to continue to climb. Natural gas inventory levels are very low, and we're going to have a hot summer. You can already tell it's going to be a hot summer, and a hot summer is going to prevent us from building up any natural gas inventories. And if we have a cold winter, you better hold on because shit's going to get western around here. Hopefully, maybe the winter won't be that bad. But if it's anything like last winter, forget about it. It's going to be bad.
And thank you, Raymond. And it's my bills already went up. You know that.
Yeah. Jill's gas bill doubled in the springtime. That's never a good sign.
No.
Why does a hot summer change natural gas? So how it works is during the winter we use up a ton of natural gas heating, and during the summer we build up inventories for next winter. It's kind of like a bear hibernating, I guess, right? So summertime, spring and summer, we build up a lot of natural gas inventory. When you have a really hot summer, you're using a ton of electricity to cool buildings, and roughly 45% of all of that electricity is generated with natural gas powered generation plants. And so when you're using a lot more electricity in the summer to cool, it stops you from building up a big enough inventory of natural gas supplies for your next winter. So this is where temperatures really drive natural gas prices. Setting aside the fact that we are exporting over 4 trillion cubic feet of natural gas a year, and we're going to raise that to 12, and we're not producing enough natural gas currently. When you add all that together, plus lower inventories, it's just going to mean, got a new subscriber, thank you. It just means higher natural gas prices. And it's not necessarily, here's the thing, it's not necessarily the natural gas prices themselves that are driving these utility bills. It's the utility companies using the natural gas prices as an excuse to greatly inflate delivery charges. And I see this over and over and over again. People's utility bills skyrocketing, and half of it is all delivery charges. It does not cost them 1 penny more to deliver more or less natural gas to your house. That's where they're hitting you for it, because they're only allowed to charge you so much for the gas. But especially in deregulated states, apparently they can just charge you whatever they want for the delivery charges. And that's where people are getting beat up really bad. We had natural gas prices were double what they were right now in 2022, and we weren't seeing these utility bills. So they're using the gas prices as an excuse, and they're price gouging. That is exactly what they're doing. And
Yeah.
and let me just say, I am always the last person to accuse someone of price gouging. I'm always the person saying that's not happening. But here in this particular case, I'm saying it is. So that's not, I don't pull a price gouging card every time something happens. It's actually happening right now.
Yeah, look at mine. Look at my charge.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Todd Horowitz had pumping units on his YouTube intro. He probably figured out some way to, import them. But this software, this is Streamlabs, which is an OBS product, by the way, but this is a paid version. But you can import stuff, so I'll figure out this software. I paid. Does that say $2,044? I don't have my glasses
That
on.
does. It does.
I'm gonna go get my glasses.
Yes, go get your glasses. Hello, Dubs. While he's away, this is a good time to like and share. So, Dubs, I did not, and sorry about that. I had someone come in and I had to mute myself. And he must have lost his glasses.
I did not.
You lost them damn glasses, didn't you?
No, I didn't lose them. I just couldn't find them. That's different.
No, that's the exact same thing. Oh shit, my phone's about dead. I gotta plug that in.
Okay, so listen. When they're right in front of you and you can't find them, they're not lost.
Okay.
Like they were literally right in front of me and I still couldn't find them. Apologies for the pause there. I had to go find my my glasses because I couldn't read anything. How many accounts do I have? I have 2 accounts, Mr. Global 2 and Mr. Global 2.0. We have it. What?
I answered.
Huh?
I answered it.
No link on YouTube to direct to TikTok channel. No, there's not. In June, LNG Canada will be in operation, taking a little bit more supply from the U.S. grid as well. More projects are on the way, but take a lot less time. Yeah. I believe that LNG Canada is close to nearly a couple of billion cubic feet. No, I think it's 1 billion cubic feet a day of gas that it'll. I don't think for the people that are asking about the earthquake, I don't think that'll have an impact on us on gas prices. Sometimes I think I see better without them.
Okay, yeah, you know. But you do need new ones.
Did you say yes or no?
That's a no, okay? We're just gonna say no, and you need new ones is what you need. You need to get a new pair.
That's true.
How long have you had them ones?
These are the only pair I've ever had. That's how long I've had them.
Yes, so you need
Yeah.
a new pair.
So I've had glasses for probably 10 years. And this is the only pair I've ever had. Hi, Bruiser. You think I need a new pair?
Yeah. No, they're not prescription. He ain't gonna get. They're reading.
No, they're prescription.
Well, okay, they're prescription. Never mind.
Yeah, these are Oakley's prescription glasses.
Oh yeah, that's right. Them are your prescription ones, and I told you to get reading ones. If you're not gonna get new prescription ones.
Oh my God. She takes her job seriously, folks.
It's not my job.
She's moderating my vision.
Yes.
My eyewear. You got 8 inches of snow. Wow. Well, you're in Canada. Yeah, so the little globe is not next to my name anymore. TikTok took it off. So I just left it that way. I opened my account one day and it was just gone. So I just left it that way.
That's strange.
What's that?
That they took it off.
They did. I didn't take it off.
It's on your 2.0.
I know, and I never put it on my 2.0. I told you it was doing weird things.
You did, yes.
Yeah, I need to get glasses. I don't know if I have vision insurance, honestly. I don't pay attention.
Yeah, you may not. You better check it.
I don't think it really matters. I mean, they're expensive even with it.
Very much so, but see if you have if you're at least able to get your eyes checked.
I need to get that done. Yeah, for sure. I think these glasses actually still work. Just the lenses are so old that they've degraded.
No.
And
No,
and
you're 8 years past a new pair of glasses.
no, you don't understand what I'm saying. I can't get these lenses clean enough. It's almost like looking through fog, if that makes any sense.
Well, yes, and that's
But-
going to make it worse, but I guarantee you your eyes are not the same.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is
They're foggy because the lenses are bad.
they're old, and because when I look through the very bottom of the lenses, I see perfectly, right? So it's there's scratches and stuff on the lenses, like, so as far as the prescription itself, it's still close. I'm sure it needs to be adjusted, but it is the 10-year-old lenses that are causing me problems. If you see me looking up, it's because I'm looking through the bottom of my glasses. Yes, they're scratched to hell. They are absolutely scratched to hell. When I first got my glasses, that's when I found out I was somewhat colorblind. Um, because my whole town was a different color than I thought it was, and it was really weird driving through town with like all the signs to all the businesses being different colors.
You
It was almost like I moved.
That's crazy.
Huh?
My husband's colorblind, but
I know
wearing
he.
glasses would do nothing. Buying a pair of regular glasses would do nothing for him. He'd have to buy a pair of them. In a card, I think they're called.
Yes. And I can't get LASIK. Whatever I have, LASIK doesn't work for it. I don't know what I have. I don't remember what it's called. I just know LASIK doesn't work for it. Get the prescription from an eye doctor and order them online from Zinni. I've never heard of that.
So if you get your prescription, a lot of them places, there's other ones too, but I never seen Cindy before. I have to check it out. If you have a prescription, the glasses are cheaper.
Yes. I can't figure out why the word smallpox is on my screen.
The word smallpox is on your screen.
Yeah, in the top right corner. I'm not sure what that is, but
Oh, and there's 200 cases of it.
yeah. My live is currently tracking smallpox in the United States. Fantastic.
Apparently, I gotta check to see if it's real. Like if there's that many cases.
No, it's not. It's got to be something else.
I know that's why I'm checking it. And it's not. No, it's not smallpox. Look at it. It's SMAL. One L and two X's. That's not smallpox.
I don't know what it is then. Yeah, I don't have diabetes. I've been checked for that. Well, it was a year ago, but I'm about to get all my blood work done again. Um, yeah, I don't know what that word means. I don't know why that's there, but it's cool. Whatever. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Zinni, huh? Is it just a really good deal or what? Kathy says if you order glasses online, you need your PD, pupillary distance. Holy cow. This is getting complicated.
If you have your prescription, that should have everything on it that you need.
My prescription says can't see.
No, they won't do a 10-year prescription. It has to be a new one subscription.
My prescription literally said blind in one eye and can't see out the other. I had two problems. Oh man, I could just be 18 again. I wouldn't have to worry about this. Kelly's dropping all of her knowledge on us.
Yeah, you have to request it, she said. I'll never remember to request that. Like, so I'll never get classes online.
Yeah, I'll just get them there. I'm sure. Hi, New Zealand. How are you? So what's in the news today, Jill? What's going on? Pete Hegseth took his wife to like national security meetings. What?
Really?
Yeah,
He probably tells her everything anyway, so.
he probably does. A lot of people are upset about it, but that's kind of how I thought about it. You know, these people they probably tell their spouses a lot of this stuff. You know,
I'm
but
sure, a normal person wouldn't tell their spouse that stuff. That's why they keep it a secret, right? But I'm sure he does.
well, maybe she's one of those that just sits there like, tell me, tell me, tell me, like,
Yeah, they wouldn't
and
anyway.
then he's like, okay, but you can't tell nobody.
I tried that with my brother. Like, tell me what they said to you. Tell me some secrets. And he's like, no. And I'm like, tell me. It's like, no. I said, tell me. It didn't work. So, a normal person, it doesn't work for.
What if you talk in code?
Then I wouldn't understand him anyway.
Oh, there's a way. There's a way. Absolutely. Yeah, it's really just the appearance of it, I think, is worse than anything. Right? If I guess right, blink. Exactly.
No, they wouldn't tell that. A normal person would not tell them. See, they wouldn't.
Oh, man. Do I think TikTok will disappear soon? I really don't know. But I really don't think it matters for a lot of the people on TikTok. And that's a lot of what I'm talking about. You know, a lot of the, larger creators, they always leave. And, maybe people don't care, but I don't know. It'll probably stay around, but at the rate it's going, people aren't going to stay there.
Somebody asked if we think the U.S. can repair its reputation. I look.
Yes.
I think we could. I do think we could, but I do think that we also have to get him out of there. I know we have to get him out of there before that can happen.
I think the U.S. can repair it quickly and easily, and that's just when we have someone else in the White House.
Right. We have to get him out of there first.
We literally just need someone to stand up there and say, okay, this is all over with. We're not doing this anymore. That's it. And it might take a little time. There might be some hard feelings and stuff, but I you know, I think it can be repaired. Kevin Weiss, thank you for the subscription. Alternative fuels, electric water. Where are we going? Um, a lot of biodiesel, a lot of biofuels, but still mostly fossil fuel based fuels. That I mean, there's no end in sight for it. Americans simply are not buying EVs. And this has nothing to do with Tesla. They weren't buying EVs before all of this started with Tesla. They're not buying EVs at the rate that other countries are for whatever reason. They're just not. And there's, a lot of people are celebrating. how many EVs are being sold, but at the rate we're selling EVs, it would take 200 years. Like it's not working out well. So honestly, someone asked if Trump would have a change of heart. Honestly, I don't think it matters if he has a change of heart. I don't think he can fix what he's done. Even if he undoes it, I don't think he can fix it. Hi, Mary Brown. How are you? Natural gas jumped 78% last month from 238 to 422. Remain the same and still more than gas. Yes, it absolutely did. And the fact that natural gas is holding at a pretty strong level during springtime when we're not using a lot of it, yeah, that's not a good sign either. Do I like EVs? I don't. Yeah, EVs are fine. I don't have an issue with EVs. One of the problems is, we keep our cars longer than I think today we keep our cars longer than we ever have. Back in the like 60s and 70s, even the 80s, people only kept their cars for a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, and they would trade them in all the time, right? That's not a thing anymore. Cars have gotten so expensive that I think it's like 8.5 years now is the average time someone keeps a car. That's a really long time. And so if they keep it for 8.5 years, if they don't buy an EV, guess what? It's another 8.5 years, right? So it's just not working well in this country. Thank you, SOBX, Sob. Crazy how much natural gas went up in California. Yeah, it more than doubled everywhere. I think people became more. I think people started. I think they became a little bit more financially responsible in one ways, and other ways they didn't. But um, like they traded new cars for credit card debt. That's basically what they did. Instead of buying a new car every couple of years, they kept their cars longer, but they traded that debt for credit card debt. It's. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Karma. Yes, I'm familiar with Edison Motors. My thoughts on Elon Musk calling Social Security a Ponzi scheme. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a Ponzi scheme. It really doesn't. And I do think that there's no reason they couldn't do other things with the money that would make it grow more and people would get more return for their investment. But the fact of the matter is, we're so bought in and deep into this thing, and there's so many, tens, hundreds of millions of Americans that have paid so long into this their whole life. I mean, even if it is a Ponzi scheme, you're stuck in it. You got to get your money, right? We owe these people their money. So if he's saying that to as some type of excuse to not pay people the money, that's the problem I have, right? I don't know that that's what he's doing, but it really doesn't matter if it's a Ponzi scheme. Like, we're stuck in it. We're in it. But you can't. Here's the problem. You know, a lot of people want to privatize Social Security and take this money and put it like into the like an S&P ETF or something. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot take trillions of dollars and put it into the S&P, because if you do that, you will simply make everyone that owns that stock unbelievably rich, because the price of the stock will go through the roof. There's a huge influx of trillions of dollars into the S&P. It'll make it totally unaffordable for the average person to invest into the stock market. Right? Like, they would have to come up with some other new fund to privatize it. They cannot stick it in anything that's existing, because the amount of money is so just crazy high that overnight it would be like a bubble that would pop. Basically, it couldn't sustain the value. Thank you, Kelly. No, we're not making smallpox great again. That's not a thing.
I mean, you know, the anti-vaxxers are definitely going to make smallpox a thing again.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
You think it can come back?
Look at measles.
Yeah, if they made an announcement today that they were going to take all the money from the Social Security fund and stick it in the S&P, right? The main like S&P ETF. The first thing I would do is sell every single thing I owned and scrape together every single dollar I could possibly scrape together, and I would buy that. And the moment they did that, I would sell it, and I would never have to. I would be like Forrest Gump. I wouldn't have to worry about money no more. And that's what would happen. Like, we can't just do that. Because everybody would do that, and then it would completely crash the entire S&P. And the Social Security, the funds from the Social Security Trust Fund would just get hammered, and it would lose a fortune off the bat, and then it would take decades to recoup that money.
So it's really sunny out. I can see the sun shining.
My top 3 places to get news. So, I stick with independent news people, and I also. So here's what I do. I listen and I get the story, and then I go research it myself and find out the truth. So I never see something on the news and then just assume that that's what it is, because it's never what it is. But I probably get The little bit of news I do get, I get it from the news girl because she doesn't give me her opinion, and I don't care about her opinion. So, uh, because she's a journalist.
So I do the same thing. I watch the news. I watch people send me things and I'll read it, but then I go check it to make sure it's real.
I don't have three news sources. I don't. Midas Touch. I won't watch the Midas Touch. Even if they're correct, I won't watch them because I don't want to hear their opinion. So if one of those guys are giving the news, even if it's 100% accurate, and then they decide to give their opinion, I'm done. I'm not there to hear what you think about anything. I'm there to hear the news. And if you can't just give me the news, then I can't get my news from you. So I don't watch the Midas Touch. I don't. If I see it, I scroll.
I watch them. Well, Kelly gave three decent ones down there. AP, Reuters, and BBC. They are in the middle somewhere. You know.
If I get something directly from the AP, I'll check it out. If I get something directly from Reuters, I will absolutely check it out. But I don't go seek news from those sources. If I stumble across it, I will. I'll. But that's correct, John. They'll cite the AP and then they'll editorialize. That's exactly what they do. And it's when they editorialize is when they mess up. A lot of people watch the news, or it's like entertainment to them. It's not entertainment to me. I'm not there to be entertained, and I don't want to be entertained. I just want to know what's happening. So, good afternoon. Have I met Trump? No, I've no. I watch the weather. Do you watch the weather with a Sharpie?
Mr. Global watches my weather.
That's true, I do. It's a habit. So I can't respond to the chat on YouTube within my software. I have to do it through the browser. It's kind of lame. Where's bad weather tomorrow? Probably southeastern part of the country, I would guess. Indiana and Illinois. Oh, I thought it was something was going on around Tennessee, I think. Maybe not. What do I think of Bernie Sanders? I mean, I don't. I, I, I don't think of Bernie Sanders. Do you think of Bernie Sanders?
No. Corey said she received her shirt yesterday. She said she needs a long sleeve one to protect her arms from the sun. You know what? I would suggest when I tell my husband to buy one of them UV shirts, whatever they are,
Right.
and wear it underneath the t-shirt.
Right. Someone asked if I didn't like Bernie. I don't have a problem with Bernie. I just don't think of him. There's a lot of people I don't think of. Doesn't mean I have a problem with him. I don't have a problem with him at all. I mean, he's Bernie. I just don't think of him.
I like Bernie. I just don't think of him either.
I'm sure he's a great guy. I just, I don't think of most any politicians. I mean, it's not a thing. Like, he does remind me of the guy from Back to the Future.
Oh
He,
yeah, I never even thought of that.
yeah, he does.
I like Bernie. Like I said, it's just that I don't think of him. I don't sit around and think of Bernie.
My daughter was a Bernie fanatic when we had Bernie fanatics. The people that cost us basically our whole country when they decided to vote for Trump instead of Hillary. Um, she sent me a keychain and it was when he had his mitts on and was cold in the stands or whatever. And so yeah, I put it on my keychain, and because my daughter gave it to me, but it wasn't because I loved Bernie Sanders. It was funny. Thought PM Carney gave a great measured response, saying the relationship we have with the United States is over. I mean, I thought it was good too, and I think it worked. So, I don't know enough about Carney to form any kind of opinion on him, but I thought that was pretty good. Yes, absolutely. You like Adam Kinzinger? He's okay. When I was on X talking about the OPEC 2020 deal, and also when I was on X talking about how all of the oil sold from the SPR that was actually mandated by Congress, that it wasn't something that Joe Biden he he moved up the dates for oil that was already supposed to be sold, um, that Republicans and Democrats had both voted on. I talked about that quite a bit because Republicans were screaming because we were selling oil out of the SPR when they had voted to do so. And he was on X reposting my stuff and saying, this guy's right. We voted for this. So I did appreciate that. But I don't know a ton about his policy, honestly. Was it done under Trump? It was like 5 pieces of legislation that was passed under Biden and Trump both, that mandated the sale of all this oil. The 2015 budget, the FAST Act, the Cures Act, the Trump tax cuts, the 2018 budget, all pieces of legislation that mandated the sale of hundreds of millions of barrels of oil. And so when and so these sales were supposed to occur over time, stretching out to like 2027. And what Joe Biden did was he simply moved these sales up to occur in a 6-month period to bring down gas prices. And Republicans thought he was, or claimed he was destroying the country by doing this, when they literally voted for that oil to be sold. And in addition to that, the Republican Party under Donald Trump wanted to sell 100% of the oil in the SPR and close down the entire thing to pay for the Trump tax cuts. That was an idea that was floated by the Heritage Foundation, and that was presented by Mick Mulvaney to the public. Like, they literally wanted to close the entire SPR, and then they threw a wall-eyed fit because Joe Biden did what he did with the oil. It just shows you how politics is as much misinformation as the media, right? Thank you for the gifts. Who is the most influential in advising the U.S. federal government? Whoever has the most money. Whoever that is. Yeah, probably BlackRock, Vanguard. Hello, Robert. Hello, Jeff. Thank you for the subscription, Heather Snyder. Yeah. Elon, the obvious Elon. Is he handing out $1 million checks for elections in Wisconsin? Like, everyone's cool with that? Like, is everyone just fine with Elon Musk handing out $1 million checks to people that vote? The hell's wrong with people? Yeah, everything I put on YouTube, I also put a link on Blue Sky. Curious to know if you think Donald makes his own decisions. He must. He must make his own decisions. There can't be that many stupid people. There just can't be. I know that sounds crazy, but lawsuit has been filed against Elon. That figures. He'll probably win.
So I didn't get to watch or listen or read or anything today, much of anything. So I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, he's going to go to Wisconsin and pay people to vote, basically. And and then he's going to hand out some $1 million checks to some people, you know.
Some fake checks. Checks that they're like, what do you mean? I have to pay taxes on a check I never got.
I have to go get me one of those checks. They found the 4 soldiers, huh? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Was it the leader of NATO that told us? And they asked the president about it, and he knows nothing about it. That's crazy. Where are your $5,000 Doge checks? Not in the mail. I know that. Lumber prices to reach COVID prices again in America.
So I already spent my Doge check.
Did you?
I can't say it without laughing. Like, I'm trying to. Okay, No, I'm gonna laugh again. I already spent my Doge check.
What did you spend it on?
Junk.
Oh,
Stuff I didn't need.
I thought you were going to say something else. Yeah, they're going to close down the post office, so you're not going to get your Doge check.
Some corn.
What would be the impact of California leaving the United States, and is it possible? I don't think it's possible. Did you get sweet corn? What?
Yes, it was sweet, all right.
I knew it. I knew it. I'll take your word for it.
Oh my God.
Ah, man. Did you get some cream corn?
I'm not even answering that.
Was it creamy?
Oh my God.
I'd say that's a no then.
I'm just not answering that. Like that's a little too much for TikTok.
Yeah, it's a little too much. John Walker, thank you so much for your membership. I really appreciate that.
Kelly came back over here to put corn on the.
Yeah, her stickers.
In all reality, cream corn is the worst. I agree. It's nasty.
Oh gosh, yes. I liked it when I was a little kid. I don't know why, but yeah, it's terrible.
I watched the video, Robert, and I mean, everybody has their theories, so could be a possibility.
What video is that?
Robert sent me a video about why Trump's doing what he's doing, and it's a theory.
Is it because the Earth is flat?
It's not a conspiracy theory because he's not putting it out as truth. It's his opinion, basically. So, yeah, it's... I can't remember the whole thing, though. Don't ask me to tell you the whole thing.
Have I traveled overseas? And what did I think? Yes, I've traveled overseas. What stood out to me the most was at least the places I went were cleaner. Um, you know, they were cleaner. The people were friendlier. People seemed to be happier. Um, yeah, I mean that's basically it. People were very respectful, nice, happy. Um, yeah, it was almost like being in a on a different planet. Honestly, is the infrastructure of the United States far behind? Yeah, it's about 50 years behind. It's about 50 years behind. But I think mostly it was just how friendly everyone was. I was in Europe, several countries in Europe, and they were just the friendliest people. And everyone's smiling and happy, and I don't know. People took baths like they were clean. Oh man. Yeah, it's just it's hard to describe. Yeah, the fast trains, that was my favorite thing. Like, honestly, and not just that the trains were fast, but you get on a train and it would be completely spotless. People were very respectful. People didn't throw down trash. People were respectful. And you get on some train, it looks brand new, it's completely spotless. There's instructions everywhere telling you not to litter, telling you to be respectful, don't put your feet in the seats. Like, but yeah, you could hop on a train and in 20, 30 minutes, you're in another country. Like, and the trains were awesome. I love the trains. You, at least where I was, and there's a lot of it I didn't see, obviously, but I was never anywhere where I had to worry about where I was. I never was in any place in any city where I had to worry at all about where I was. I didn't have to worry about crime. It was just the same everywhere, you know. You go to cities in the United States and you have to find out, okay, where do I not go? Like where are the places I avoid? I didn't have to do that in Europe. It wasn't a thing. Like, you just didn't have to worry about it. I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but my experience, I didn't have to worry about that at all, and it was never something that was ever brought up.
Kelly's spreading her corn everywhere.
Well, that figures. She's spreading it across multiple social media platforms.
Yes. Kelly.
Wow, Charles, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charles. We had one incident in the Netherlands with a person that didn't want us there because we were Americans.
Oh, nice.
But that person was also a tourist, which was the crazy part about it. Um, they were I can't. They were from somewhere in Africa. I can't remember where they were from. But it's somewhere in Africa. But they weren't from there. And they didn't like us. And tried to start something with one of my friends, because he didn't realize that there was 6 of us. um, but the great part about it was, you know, because I gave him a warning. I said, dude, this is not going to end well for you. Like this is not going to end well for you. And that was about all. But the other people, we were on a train, and the other people on the train that were from there shut the guy up, and they actually threw him off the train. So they, the people that live there, that were from there, defended us and were really good to us. So why are California gas prices so high? Because California uses their own gas. They've lost a ton of refineries. They can't import much gas from a lot of places. And so their supplies are limited. In addition to that, the taxes and fees are just unbelievably outrageous. And that's pretty much it. And it's not going to get any better in California. It's only going to get worse. It's never going to get any better in California. So I'm pretty sure if I lived in California, I'd go buy an EV. But yeah. Yeah, they don't. So that's, they don't drill offshore much. They do actually still drill some offshore, because even though they've banned it, um, if you hold the lease, you can, because the ban is on new leases, not on drilling. So there is still occasionally some drilling offshore, but it's I think it's mostly off Long Beach. But their number one import is Middle Eastern oil. But they could produce a lot more of oil if they chose to, but they don't allow it mostly. We do have a lot of hybrid vehicles where I live. We don't have any EVs, like, full blown EVs. There's maybe one EV in my whole town, maybe 2, but there's quite a few hybrids.
So we have a lot of hybrids here too. And they've been around
The Gulf of Mexico. Um, yeah. It's essentially just off the west coast of Florida. I can't remember how far out, but it's basically off the west coast of Florida. Is where we can't drill, but it's been that way for decades. That's not a new thing. Lick Branch Farms is operating in another reality, because he says cheaper gas again. Yes, that's a thing. If cheaper gas is a thing, why am I having to explain to Republicans today why gas prices are rising? I don't know, maybe take your little finger and go Google gas prices. Yeah, gas went up like 40 cents in Florida overnight last night. Sound? Yeah, gas prices go up every year in the spring. Like,
So DP, I already told you he's not taking guest requests, and I even said sorry. Don't beg. It doesn't look good.
this is, in the last 31 years, this will be 27 years out of the last 31 years that gas prices have risen in the spring. They only fall in the spring if there's like a market collapse or a collapse in the commodities market or the oil and gas markets. That's the only time they fall in the spring, is if there's something really bad happening. So, yeah, 27 out of the last 31 years, gas prices have risen in the spring. Is something wrong with your sound, Christine? Bonjour. Toyota says they've developed a viable liquid hydrogen engine. Do you think that could become a thing? Yeah, it can become a thing, but there's nowhere to get it. Like, there's nowhere to get hydrogen. You know, how are you going to fill it up? You have to fill it up at the dealership. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to have hydrogen stations at Toyota dealerships is the only way you can fill it up.
Okay, so if you're having a delay, like his mouth is moving but nothing's coming out, take either restart or go touch the screen and use that thing that takes you to the live, bring it back, and then hit live. That will fix it. I just recommend restarting it. But yeah, that's refresh the screen.
No, there's nothing wrong with the audio. I don't know what you're talking
about. We can't hear you on here. What did you say? Did you say clear your cache? Is that what you said?
No.
What did you say? That you muted and then said it.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Listen, people on YouTube, you tell me what he said, because I don't want to have to watch this again later.
Jill, listen to me. Okay? I was pretending like I was talking to mess with them.
Oh, don't do that. That's not nice.
I told you I didn't say anything.
You didn't. You were just, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as they started saying, "What's up with the sound?" I just started. Yes, it is back up and running now. Exactly. We got it working. I don't know how. Nancy, thank you so much.
How am I supposed to know? I'm not using the sound on there.
I know. But you called me a liar. I told you I'm not saying anything.
DP said, before anybody blocks DP, because that's mine, DP says Jill is a little slow. Should make me a moderator. What do you say to that before I say goodbye to DP? You just want to laugh at him, right? Mm-hmm. Goodbye, DP. Have the worst day of your life. He was mad at me because I told him you weren't taking guest requests.
That's not your fault. I'm not taking guest requests. DP wants to be a moderator. Oh, DP. People are so odd. I don't understand people. What's the matter with people? When his mouth didn't match the sound, I thought I was watching an old Godzilla movie.
Kelly, I'm sorry I didn't let you block DP, but I'm slow. Look at my text.
I'm going to have to change your name from moderator to security. Jill is like the sergeant at arms around here. I'm going to get you a badge. You want a badge?
Yes.
You remember that badge that Bo Jackson got? Not Bo Jackson, Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker, yeah.
He had a little kid's play badge saying that he was a deputy or something like. What a dumbass.
Oh my God.
They made him like an honorary deputy and bought him a child's police badge. And he took it on TV. What happened to Herschel? I think he got hit in the head too many times. Yeah, he was a junior deputy.
What the hell?
What the hell, what?
I'm just laughing because of what you said.
What?
Got hit in the head too many times.
He did. I mean, what else could it be? Maybe he's got that syndrome, that concussion thing. I don't remember what they call it, but
Sorry.
what? What do they call it? I can't remember what they call that. And normally fighters get it, but football players can get it too. Yeah, CTE. That's what it is.
So I couldn't remember the name of it.
Yeah, Rosie's right too. It could be late stage syphilis for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, it could be.
Officer Doofy. like
You
on
know,
like on Scream.
I got a mute so I can quit laughing
Bruiser said if it's late stage syphilis, things are about to get wild.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
That what is? Was it George Washington that had that, or someone else? One of our founding fathers had that.
Yes. Shit, I know which one too, but I can't remember. Yes, one of them had it.
Who knows? Hard to tell. They all look alike.
Washington. It was Washington. It was.
Hey, can I borrow your wig? I got to get my picture made.
So molten metal, there isn't somebody in acting like him. I just couldn't get that word out. There's hundreds, okay? There are hundreds of them. I bet you I could be over 6,000 at this point if I kept them all. Kelly, well, you're lucky you're on because I almost blocked you. Or at least muted you.
Thank you for coming in, Northwest. Fascinating. If we could have just had antibiotics a couple hundred years sooner, like, things would have worked out so much better.
Today, in today's world, if it was a thing where they came out with antibiotics now, the Trumpers would all die of syphilis.
Yeah.
They would all die of everything.
Oh, boy. They would just take their ivermectin.
That is the thing. They would never have worms.
That's true. I don't think worms like eating syphilis-infected brains anyway. Like, even a worm is smart enough to know when syphilis is present.
Right. But they would not have worms. That's the thing. They wouldn't have worms. They'd have everything else, but they wouldn't have worms.
Right. Welcome, Jack Lyons. Welcome to the live. What I find interesting is 52% of the population is female, and they make robots female.
Because a boxy robot that looked like Elon Musk would not sell. That's why.
Yeah, who's buying robots? Wealthy men.
Yeah, and they're not going to buy a boxy Elon-looking robot.
Don't ever buy a robot, a used robot from a dude. Don't ever do that.
Note to self.
Yeah.
Never buy a used robot at all.
Yeah. That's, I mean, yeah. Not good. Not good. How was the funnel cake? I haven't had a funnel cake.
Didn't you go to the fair thing?
No, my son went to his aunt's house this weekend, so um, I guess I'm out of it at this point until he comes home anyway.
Nice.
I still might go over there and get a funnel cake though.
I'd just go get a funnel cake and come back. I would.
Not even the robot vacuums, especially the robot vacuums. Especially the robot vacuums.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah. Anything? I know. I don't know what the smallpox is. I'm going to have to figure that out.
Are we still on the smallpox?
Well, it's still up there and the number hadn't changed. I don't know what it means. I'm going to have to get in there and figure that out.
Well, it says a name on the right, on the left. I mean, on my left, and then it has that on the right.
Yeah, the name on the left is the last subscriber. The name of the last subscriber. I have no idea what the thing on the right is.
Well, when you try to research it, look up, type the word in, and then look up. Why did it go off the screen? Type the word in and look up the name of the program that you're using with it, and then it may tell you.
Yeah. And then there's another little name right there. I don't know what that's doing there. I'll figure it out.
The John Walker?
Yeah. I don't know why that's there. Is there oil in a funnel cake? Yes, there is.
Yeah, they use oil to make it.
All right, Jill, I'm going to wrap it up. This was a test run with the software.
That sounds good to me. Mess around with your software.
Yeah, get this figured out. Everyone, thanks so much for joining today, and thank you so much for the gifts. T-shirts, link in bio if you're interested in the T-shirts. Thank you guys so much. Jill?
Everyone, thank you for the gifts, and have a great weekend.
See you guys.